All right, it looks like I'm live. Today is Marketing Monday. Welcome, everybody. If you have any questions, as always, just put it in the comment box and I'll try to answer them after the show when it's a recorded event. Then I can answer any questions in the comment section there, right in Facebook. Okay, so I post to several different Facebook areas plus our YouTube channel. So no matter where you're at, you could see this. You could be watching it. Okay, so quick story. Usually I don't need any time to prepare. I just, I know my business and I can talk about it easily. We got a new dog yesterday from our friends that have golden doodles, and we brought it home. And of course, it stayed up all night whining. So I was up all night with it. So I'm a little bit tired. I know I don't need a lot of sleep, but I need at least 3 hours. But yep, it's a cool dog. And if you go to my Facebook page, my Joe Cavello Sorensen Facebook page, my personal one, you'll see the new little doggy. I took a picture at 3 this morning when it was looking at me. And I wrote, I get up at 3, so it sees me, but I was actually up all night with this dog this time. Anyway, enough of that. Okay, so now let's just talk about marketing stuff. And is there anybody out there yet? Nope, nobody's watching. Well, that's cool too. So I can talk without. You know what they say, man? You just show up every day, and at some point, a bunch of people will start showing up. So that's basically what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep doing it, and let's just see what happens. Okay. A lot of times all of my clients that are out there, and I also post to my personal page. You may not be my client, you might be just a friend or a family member, something like that. Life is about marketing. Everything we do, even as a child, when we're in that grocery store line, and I see it every day. I don't go to the store every day, but whenever I go to the store, I often see where the young child is crying because it wants a candy bar, and the mom's saying no, no candy, or sometimes they give it to them, right? And the kid's happy as heck. But those tears is a form of marketing. So if you can talk mom or dad into that candy bar, you just sold them on the fact that you need a candy bar and they bought it for you. Your marketing worked, right? Crying actually worked. So there's a lot of different types of marketing out there, and I don't suggest that one unless you can get away with it. But it works for young kids, believe me, it absolutely does. Especially dads with daughters. My son has 2 daughters, and I know that my granddaughters can look up at him with those eyes and pretty much get anything they want from their daddy. So, and marketing works. There's a lot of different ways to do it. Okay, so because I haven't thought about this, let's just talk about this. I've been thinking, and I do a lot of stuff that you guys don't know about in the background of marketing stuff. But what do you think comes first? Now, there's no one to answer this question on here, so I'm going to answer it. What do you think comes first, marketing or sales? So, marketing or sales, what comes first? So, think about this in your head. When a lot of you out there are business owners, a lot of you work with me, do odor control, mold remediation. We have roofers, we have everybody, right? We have all kinds of people out there marketing with us. And so, we do marketing for them. But when we're writing a message, do we market to that person or do we try to sell that person? What really comes first, marketing or sales? I'm going to give it 10 seconds before I give an answer because I want you to be thinking about this, even though nobody's answering the question right here. I wish I had somebody on here live that would say something. It's not a trick question. It's the real truth. All right. So now I'm gonna have to figure out how to turn this into 30 minutes, aren't I? Okay. So I could wait 29 minutes and give you the answer, but I'm gonna give you the answer. Um, in the world of marketing and in the world of sales, if you're going to market to somebody, I would say sales comes first because, and let me tell you why. Because when you're marketing to somebody, you're getting them interested in something. When you're using sales as a tactic, you're going right at them for the sell. You want the sell, and if they want what you got to offer, they're going to buy. Okay. So let me give you like an example. Let me think of some examples here of cells. So cells would be like, hey, is my computer messing up? It's all fuzzy on my end. I don't know if it's fuzzy on your end. What's going on here? Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. What's the deal? My screen's all fuzzy. I can't tell if it's recording. I'm sorry. What the heck just happened? I didn't even touch anything. Well, this is always awesome. All right. I'm hoping that you can hear and see me because I can't tell right now. It's all fuzzy. Okay. So when you use your marketing as a sales tool and you're going for the sell, an ad would be something like, get okay. So for instance, you might say something like three rooms of carpet cleaning for $99. Normally, $159. Good today only. If you're doing some kind of a quick sale, good for the month of August only. Good for the week of the 22nd of August, right? Good until the 27th of August or the 25th of August or something like that. So you're putting a price in there, and then you're telling them how long it lasts. So there's a sense of urgency because it only lasts a week, and then there's a price, right? So now what you're doing there, if you're doing 3 rooms for $99, is you're getting rid of the people that might think, well, $99 is too much for 3 rooms. I've seen people advertise whole houses for $99. And those of you that are in the cleaning industry know that it's virtually impossible. Well, it's not virtually impossible. It's absolutely impossible to clean a whole house for $99 and actually do the job. Now, you might just use water and use your wand and your truck mount or whatever and go really, really fast because you're not making a profit. If you have an employee making, let's say your employee's making $18 an hour, they're there for 2 hours. Well, there's a chunk of that $99 right there. If they're using a truck mount, the gas, it's running constantly. Gas is $4 a gallon. There's that cost. By the time they're done at $99 doing a whole house, it just costs them a whole bunch of money. So it's virtually impossible to do that. Those of you that might not be in business that hire carpet cleaners, I want to let you know that it's cheaper for you to go out and buy a garden hose and a wet dry vac than it is to hire someone to clean your whole house for $99. It can't be done. It's impossible. Think about workers' comp, what that costs. Think about paying that employee what that costs, and that truck mount, the upkeep, and all the insurance and all the license, and getting in there and moving stuff around. Are they really going to do it for $99? No. What they're going to do is they're going to walk in and bait and switch you. They bait you with $99, right? They bait you to get into the home, and then they're usually big fellas, right? And this little 5-foot woman is looking up at them, and they're saying, "Well, no, ma'am, it's $400 because you have stains." Right. And so that's called bait and switch. And I know that they use very, very hard tactics to get more money out of you because they can't clean it for $99. Let's get back on track. Okay. So, I'm sorry, because it's something that really used to bug me when I was in business doing this stuff, because I knew what it cost to do a job. It costs that much money. Now, 3 rooms. Why do we normally do that? Right. We do it so it opens a door to get jobs. So the client may not know you, and they may not want you to clean their whole house. They may want to see a deal, like a lot of people go to Groupon and places like that to try to get deals. But I've even found like some of the deals are good, right? Like I've used it, and some of them are good, but some of them are bait and switch. Absolutely, right? They come in with a low price, and then they're going to try to sell you a bunch of stuff. Now, $99 for 3 rooms is extremely fair. That's a great deal if you're looking for a carpet cleaner. Us as cleaners, right? We want to sell a job. We want to get in the door. We don't mind if we only get to clean 3 rooms. What we're hoping is Mrs. Jones is going to have us back once a year to clean her carpet, because what you're doing when you're doing a deal like that, and the reason we market like that, and it's really the sell. We're selling. We're not marketing. Marketing is not selling is going straight for that offer. You go straight for the offer. Now you can disqualify people. They'll say, no, I'm not clicking on that ad. I'm not paying 99 bucks. Or, oh, wow, I am looking for a deal like that. I do need 3 rooms cleaned, or I might need 2 rooms cleaned, but I'll add a room for that price. You get them to click on your ad, and no matter where that ad is, it could be in a magazine, it could be Google advertising, it could be Facebook advertising. We do a lot of stuff with Facebook now to show you to get to the client. You know what the difference in Facebook and Google advertising is? So the difference in Facebook and Google advertising is this. When people go to Google and do a search, they're actually looking for something. They're looking for smoke odor removal. They're looking for a locksmith if they lock their keys in their car or in their house. They're looking for a plumber if their pipe just broke or their sewer backed up. Let's say it's summertime and your air conditioner quits working and you live in Arizona and it's 110 degrees out. They're definitely looking for an HVAC company because they're going to die in that house, right? So that's what Google is about. Google and Microsoft advertising, formerly known as Bing, same thing, right? People are looking for you. They're actually looking for a business to help them out. So they're searching Google for that. On Facebook, they are not searching for you. When we do advertising in Facebook, what happens is you're scrolling, you're on your phone or something, and something catches your eye. Okay, so let's say, let's keep with carpet cleaning. Let's say, you know your carpet's dirty, or better yet, you got a pet, right? And you got this new puppy like I did. My puppy happens to be a year old from our friends, but let's say you get a new puppy and it urinates on your carpet a couple times and you're freaking out now. Wow, I got to get this clean. And then you're thinking about it because you thought about it. Now you're scrolling through your phone and you're like, you see this ad for 3 rooms of carpet cleaning, $99. Well, you're going to probably stop because you're thinking, whoa, carpet cleaners, they do odor control. They do cat urine and dog urine and that kind of stuff, right? So you might click on that ad. Even though you weren't looking for it, but in the back of your mind, you've been thinking about it. And it's anything. You might be scrolling through there and, you might be thinking, my tile looks really dirty. Those grout lines are starting to get dirty. And because you've noticed it in your home and you're just on Facebook like a lot of us are, and, posting something about your friends or to your friends and to your group. And then you see this ad for tile cleaning, right? And you stop, you go, oh, wow, that's right. My tile, my grout's dirty. So they might click on there. So those are not the same as like Google where someone's actually looking for you. Here, they're not looking for you, but they click on the ad because there's an interest. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean, and the reason why Facebook is so much less to advertise in than Google is because it's not, it's not bottom of the funnel, it's top of the funnel. And if you understand a funnel in marketing, it goes like this. Top of the funnel is so there's this funnel. The very, very bottom of that funnel, they're buying at the bottom of the funnel, right? They've been looking at Rolex watches for 6 months and thinking about buying a Rolex watch. And so, you might be searching, who has the best price for Rolex watches? Why are Rolex watches so expensive? Do Rolex watches increase in value? Those kind of things. Those are top of the funnel. You're just starting your search up here at the top of the funnel. That's what Facebook is, top of the funnel, because you don't know what they're looking for. They might be thinking about a Rolex watch and they'll stop. So in Google advertising, we go for bottom of the funnel. We go for the person that's ready to buy. Now they're going, who sells Rolex watches near me? All right. Or something like that. Where to buy Rolex watches. So you're thinking about buying. That's the bottom of the funnel. Top of the funnel is you're trying to figure out why they're worth so much money. Do they hold their value? If I ever resell it, will I get my money back plus those kind of things? So think of Facebook as top of the funnel. We need those people because those people convert also. You might get 10 leads in Facebook and 1 converts, and 10 leads in Google, you might close 7 of those, right? Instead of instead of one, because the people were already in the market to buy from you in Google, and they weren't in the market to buy in Facebook. Your ad just stopped them in their tracks. Extremely important that how you use your words when you're advertising in Facebook. And I like to call it power content. There's power words that you can use that stop people. And a power word is I just told you, 3 rooms for $99, right? Or free grout sealing when you have your tile cleaned in August or something like that, right? Free sealer on your tile. It's the same thing. Free, whatever. You're giving them something. So now they're interested because they see a deal and they want to work with you. Okay, so the sale should always come first if you want to spend your advertising dollars wisely, right? You go after the sell. You always try to give them a dollar amount. Sometimes that's impossible. I have a lot of clients, and okay, so let's say somebody has cat urine, okay, and in their home. And I use that one because that's one of the hardest odors to get rid of, cat and ferret, those kind of things. And it's hard to get rid of because it's such a strong urine smell, because they're more like desert animals, and they hold their urine longer, so it's way more condensed than a dog. It's just very, very strong, right, to get it out. So cat urine is a very difficult odor to get out, as you all know. So when we advertise, it's kind of hard to put a price on cat urine, because if it's one spot, okay, that might be X dollars. There's this spot, and you go in there with your black light and there's 20 spots. And do you know that I've been into homes, and those of you that are in the business know this to be the truth. And if you're a homeowner, or you live in an apartment or something like that, and you have a cat, do you know that we walk in with our black light and I've seen urine on the ceiling? I see urine on the walls. So think about it. You have this big hutch and you have it on your back wall, and you decide you're going to move it. Okay. And so you move it into another room, or you sell it or something, right? And then, and you have this cat, you've had this cat for 10 years or something, and your house is starting to smell like urine, like cat urine, because it's getting older and it's starting to urinate more. Well, a carpet cleaner, a normal carpet cleaner would walk in and they would say, oh, it's right there on the carpet. Okay, so they're going to take care of that spot. They're going to put some cherry smelling stuff on there or something like that. And then it's going to smell good. You're going to pay them. 2 days later, the masking agent cherry, AKA cherry smell stuff, wears off and the cat urine smells back. Well, they just masked it. That's why you need an odor professional. But we walk into houses, professionals will walk in and use a black light, and we look everywhere. And I have seen urine on the ceiling. And why is that? Because cats can climb anything and urinate. Cats can lay back on their back on the refrigerator at like that far from the ceiling, and they can urinate straight up. I've seen urine spots, right, like on the ceiling. So it's not like a dog, just like maybe on the drywall somewhat and on carpet. So you got to be careful with cats, because it could be anywhere. So when we market something like that, we would have to say starts at this amount of money, right? But at least we have something. We're going for the sell, right? We got to start somewhere, and starts at, I don't know, 125. I haven't done this in a while, and it's usually a lot of work, and maybe 125 is a good minimum. And but how many people is that going to scare off? Well, it could scare off 50% of the people looking at that, because they're thinking, well, a carpet cleaner will come in here for $25 and get rid of that odor. No, they won't. They'll come in there and spray something for $25 and the odor will come back. Real odor remediation is real odor remediation. You got to get it out of the carpet, out of the pad, out of the subfloor. You got to seal the subfloor sometimes. I'm not talking about one spot. I'm talking about multiple spots. But maybe 10% of the time, when I was in business for the 27 years I was in, and I'd go look at these, only about 10% of the time was there only a couple of spots. Most homeowners don't know this because they're not walking around with a black light, right? So they just think Fifi just went over there, right? But in essence, when you take a black light out and you look, you start seeing it in a lot of different places. Now, the only way to tell if it's urine, and I know this is gross, you got to get on your hands and knees and smell it. That's the only way to know. So, because even soap, if you spilled soap on the carpet, will sometimes look fluorescent green or yellow from the urine salts, right? Sometimes that will even show up and you'll think it's urine, but it's not. It's a soap. So that's why you got to smell it. And after we smell it, we put painter's tape on the carpet, like green or blue painter's tape, because that won't hurt the carpet fibers. So now, then we stand back and we're like, oh my gosh, it's everywhere, right? And so then we got to deal with that. But marketing is whenever you go after marketing, sales always works better than just marketing a brand. And a brand will always cost more to market. You know, Coca-Cola, that's how they market. They market brand. They do brand marketing. Now you'll see some really good advertisements from them with the Clydesdale, with those horses, right? And they have some really cool marketing on Super Bowl Sunday. Basically, I don't watch football. I watch Super Bowl Sunday because of the advertisements, because it gives me ideas. But yeah, so that's brand. You'll see advertisements for, drink Coke, right? Drink Coke Zero, whatever. They're branding, and that costs a lot to do because the return is not the same. Now for Coke, it's different than us, right? We're not a $1 billion company like Coke, and I don't know if they're a $1 billion company. A lot of people drink Coke. I'm sure they've made a lot of money. We can't really go after brand marketing. Now we might do it organically on Facebook. Organic Facebook, when you have your Facebook page as a business, you can do it organically because that costs nothing to organically keep putting your brand out there, what you do, why you're good. But when you market, unless you got tens of thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions of dollars to market, you don't want to go after brand, because brand does you no good, and you only have so much room in those 3 seconds to catch that client's eye. So you try to do it with value, and value could be anything. It could be a percent off. It could be a dollar amount. It could be value is perceived by the client, right? So the client is thinking, okay, so I need my carpet cleaned. I just saw this ad for $99 for 3 rooms. To that client who's been using a high quality carpet cleaner for a while, and I'm going to get into that in a second too. That's something else I was just thinking about. They've been using a high value carpet cleaner that does a really good job, cleans baseboards, actually vacuums with a HEPA vacuum first, and does sprays or pre-spray, lets it dwell, does agitation. The cleaning pie. If you're a cleaner, you better know the cleaning pie. And then extraction, of course. To do it correctly takes time, and really you should never be, once you clean your carpet because it looks dirty, it's way beyond needing to be cleaned. You should be cleaning your carpet for health, because it's the biggest filter in your home. And I know there's people that are on my regular page that see this. That's why I'm talking about this, because it's important that you get somebody good. So Mrs. Jones, who has a really good carpet cleaner, might think that's a great price. And so let me check that out. Now, let me step back, because Mrs. Jones just picked another person that's not her main carpet cleaner. And I see this happen all the time. And do you know why that happens? Because most cleaners do not keep up with their clients every month. You should be sending your clients something, a newsletter, something like a special every month. You should be at the front of their mind. You should be talking to them about a referral program that you have, and that you're giving, you'll give whatever, let's say the job's $100, you'll give them $20 towards their next cleaning. So instead of giving them money, you can give your client, credit, because they're going to get their carpet cleaned. I had clients that cleaned their carpets every 3 months. Now, not very many of them, but a lot of them would do it every 6 months, right? And then a majority were a year to 18 months. Okay. But if you're not staying on their mind, they forget about you. So they see this ad, they go for this other cleaner, and because they know what they're paying, they just don't go. If you're not at front of their mind, if you're not always sending them something, think about this. When I was in business, I would send recipes, because I used to be a chef. So I would give away these recipes, and then I would talk about, hey, don't forget to refer us. Or don't forget that we also do wood floor refinishing. Don't forget that we do roofs now. We own, I used to own Restoration Colorado Roofing. Now my friend Kristen Sill own it. So, stay at the front of your clients' minds. And I know if you haven't been collecting emails from your clients, God, that's the craziest thing in the world. I can't believe people don't do that. But, if you only have one client, write to that client every month. Give them something. Tell them something about your business that they might not know about. Because, all of us are in a different place at different times. I might be sitting here thinking I need my carpet cleaned. And then, next week I'm thinking, oh, wow, man, my tile or my hardwood floors are starting to get some little scratches in it. I'm going to have to start thinking about searching for a hardwood floor refinisher or somebody that screens and coats, right? Hardwood floors. If my cleaner was sending me an email every month and letting me know about all their services, I would have known that they do it, right? And I would be, oh yeah, Joe's carpet cleaning also does wood floors, and they got all these reviews. They look really good. I'm going to call my guy for my wood floor now. If you don't keep in contact with the people with your, that's brand marketing. You're letting them know about you. They've already used you, and they were happy with you. So keep at the front of their mind. Don't let them hire your competition. Never, ever, ever do that. And while we're on that subject, we got 4 more minutes. While we're on that subject, I used to do a lot of sub work. Like I would use subs for a lot of things. Like let me give you an example. Before I got into air duct cleaning and started doing it myself, towards the end of owning my company, I had a friend, Dale, who did all of our air duct cleaning, and he was very good at it. Okay, and so Dale would pay me like 20% of every job I referred to him. So I never lost money. And so that way, if you're using subs for anything, you may not do some of these other things. You may be at a house and she needs her air ducts cleaned. Make sure the sub that you're using is paying you a referral fee because that's your client. And something I had our sub sign is a non-compete. They could not go in there and promote their business. They were basically working for me. They were Ameridrive, me, and I paid them. I collected the money from the client. I paid them their 80%. They were not allowed to market to my clients. And I had some contractors that tried that and they never got another job for me. And I was one of the busiest companies in Southern Colorado. I had a lot of business. I knew a lot of people. You don't screw the hand that feeds you. You all heard that saying, right? You just don't do that. So anyway, of course, I forgot to turn my phone off, right? Anyway, it's been a real joy, right? I love talking to y'all. And even though I wasn't prepared today, I hope I brought some kind of value because that is my heart, man. I really want to help people grow their business. I really want to see you, whatever I do for you or Craig does for you, we're very keen on 150%. I know that there's no such thing as 150%. It only goes 100%, as John Sweeney so sweetly advised me about on Friday, as a joke, of course. But we really like giving all we can to our clients and make sure that they grow their businesses. And marketing is a big part of what we do, right? That's what we really do. I want you to understand when you're doing some of your own stuff and you're doing Facebook stuff or Instagram or LinkedIn or whatever, remember, sales is always the cheapest way to acquire a customer. Brand is the most expensive. Anytime you're going after brand or just generic words, it's costing you a fortune. Whenever you're going after a sell and you're using numbers, it costs the least because the people that don't want to do that won't click on it because you've already pre-qualified them. They can't afford it or they can't afford it because they think it's a great deal. And when they click, they already know what the deal is. So it's already a hot lead. Okay. Once you do that. So it's extremely important that we think of this in terms of marketing is more like sales first, marketing second. Once they know you, you're going to use your brand every month to email them because you're going to get their email address and you're going to let them know everything that you're doing. And you might have a story. You might be a chef like I was, or have all these cool recipes. Give something away of value so they want to open it, right? And And so be thinking about what's valuable that I can give my client that they're going to want to open my my email. What's going to get them to open, because they get 1,000 a day, right? All right, thank you all so much. I hope you have a great. It's only Monday. You got the whole week in front of you. Okay. May God bless you all. And I'm going to end this now. Bye bye.